Hi, this is Shibu from GCL Hyderabad. Just thought that instead of writing big long mails, why don't I try the audio and the video route this time? So it was there in my mind to share uh, something like this for the past, say, a couple of months. But today, I guess we realize it. So I want to make this video today, basically for all married couples. So it goes straight out to all the husbands, or uh, or to all married couples out there. Uh, just want to share two things, uh, which I think will be good and beneficial for all. But before that, let's begin with a small prayer. Mark ourselves in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, bless me and bless all the viewers. Cool. Uh, um, yeah. The two things which I want to share today again, it's all personal views. It's all my personal thoughts, which I've been thinking about, or which I've been contemplating, of what should be the prime duties of a husband, and it uh, need not be the voice of the movement I'm involved in, or the community that I represent here. Basically, but it's definitely inspired by the Catholic Church, or so I think so. Okay, two things. First, uh, we as husbands, we are all called to be leaders. That's perfect. We are called to be the man of the house, right? And there is certain manhood that we carry, that we are the head of the house, kind of thing. Now, it's so beautifully that Jesus uh, gives an analogy of saying, mm, of married couples, that he says that I am the bridegroom and the church is the bride. And that's so essential to keep that picture in mind. And he goes on, in CCC we hear that every church or every family is a domestic church. That's so beautiful to say. Now, what do we see in a church? We see a priest there, right, and a parish, and a parishioners. Priest is the spiritual head. He leads his flock in the very same way Christ leads his church. Now, when we come to our domestic church, it's so important to know that we are called to be leaders, no doubt. Decisions and everything, we feel that we are the ones who. But prime important thing we should never forget is that we are called to be spiritual leaders of our church, spiritual leaders of our domestic church. And who is in our domestic church? Probably your wife, and maybe a few kids. So we are called to be priests of the domestic church. So now how do I, or how do we as husbands lead our spiritual? How do we lead them spiritually? Number one, it's engraved in our pillars as well. We should be men of prayer. We should be men of prayer. I'll tell you, our wives, our kids should see us praying, should see that this is an hour, or this is the time that he spends in prayer. Uh, it's so beautiful that morning, that when I get up and before we start working, I, I, I usually spend an hour in prayer, and that's the time when my wife tells the kids that I was praying, do not disturb. And that's the time when the kids see their dads praying. And it's a beautiful time. They sometimes come, they sing song along with me when I do my personal prayer. It's so beautiful to see the kids following. They see and do what the parents do, I would say they see and do what especially the dad does. This is this is what to be the head of the house means. One aspect, or this is how you spiritually lead. Second thing, what you can do, lead your family to daily mass. I mean, it's one of the beautiful things as a man of the house, as spiritual elders or spiritual leaders you can do. Take hold of your wife and invite her, take hold of your kids, and you go all together for mass. Oh, what a beautiful sight it is. You go in the morning, you go in the evening, but go together. And it's so beautiful that the domestic church goes to the mass. It's so beautiful. Our parish priest was saying, I mean, you don't go to church. He was so beautiful. You don't go to a church. You bring your church to the bigger church, to the larger community. And all domestic church come together, and a bigger church is formed, or a parish is formed. And it's so important, no matter how busy you are, lead your domestic church daily to mass. And it's one of the beautiful gifts. You want to be the man of the house, you want to be the leader, or this is the thing you can do to spiritually lead. Go to daily mass together, together with your wife, with the kids. It's so beautiful in the evening when we go for the mass. Kids usually run at, they know the time, it's 6:15 or 6:30 we go for mass. They usually know the time and they come at around 6. Yeah, my elder one, his name is Isaiah. He comes and he says, Dad, it's time to go for mass. They know the time. They come running and they say, Dad, it's time to go. Let's get ready. We're going for big church or small church. He always asks. Now, big church means our parish, and small church means the chapel out here. So he always comes and asks, and every day he asks the same questions, irrespective of how many times he asks, Dad, are we going to the big church or small church? And so it's so beautiful that kids come and asking, let's go to church, or inviting us, and we go together as family. And one of our member who is working with us, Ken, he also joins us for the mass. It's so beautiful. The two things, go for mass daily together, be the man of the house. Third thing, family prayer. You be the man of the house, take initiative. Take initiative to start the family prayer daily. You want to make decisions, this is the decision you can make. Uh, to have a family prayer daily, call your wife, call your kids, fix the time if you want. Otherwise, do make it a point that everyone attends, does the family prayer. Maybe it's 8, 9 p.m., whatever time you want to fix it, but do the family prayer. And it's not a hurry-burry prayer, but a good time of family prayer. Normally, most of us do a kind of rosary, that followed by a litany kind of thing. So, but you can have, but never rush into it. Never do this in the name of the Father kind of thing, and God bless everyone kind of thing. But maybe at least a rosary together, family will be really great. Three things: be the man of the house. You want to be the leader. You want to be the head of the house. This is what Jesus means when he says that you are the head of the house. You are the priest of the domestic church. Or you are the leader of the family. It's pray, be a man of prayer. Second, lead your family to daily mass. Third, family prayer. That's beautiful way you can spiritually lead your family. And the second aspect I want to talk to you, or the second thing that I want to say is as husbands, how beautifully we should, how generously we should say sorry or thank you. Many of you would agree that the normal tips we have, husband and wife, the yes and the no, and the cheap shots that we have at each other sometimes. There was a time when normally we get into a bargain, we get into an argument, and then he says things that he should not have said. I say things that I should not have said, and everything. And after all the storm, there's a silence. There's a pin drop silence. She doesn't say anything. My wife doesn't say anything. I don't say anything. The pin drop silence. And well, sisters, it's so important. The husband takes charge here, and he says sorry, or he says sorry for using all those words. Uh, it's very important to know that the one who says sorry doesn't mean that you're wrong, or she's right, or she's wrong, or I'm right. Nothing like sorry. As I've seen on the Facebook post, says that sorry means that I value the relation more. That's it. I mean, for me, you are important. For me, the relation is important. I can't live in the state of silence, of the state of cold war. I can't live. And husbands take charge. Always have a forgiving heart and say sorry. If there is a tuffle, there is no question of who's bigger, who's smaller, or who wins or who loses. Be in front. The other day I was seeing this post of Jacob. Jacob is another one of the Chevai from Bangalore, and he says that husbands should take charge and forgive. And it's so apt. It's so apt that we should be in forefront when we have to either say sorry, or either we have to appreciate her for her cooking, or we have to say thank you for anything. We should be at the forefront of doing that. Now, another thing, the best part of, of sorry is that uh, I mean, there is no up and down. There is no you win or lose or nothing like that. The another aspect of saying sorry is, this is the truth. The one among you who is spiritually strong, who has less of ego, who is humble, will be the first one to say sorry, irrespective of who has made the mistake. Now, this is a fact you should understand, or we all should understand. The one who says sorry, or the one who says, okay, pardon me for the words that I have spoken which I should have not spoken, will always be the spiritually stronger one. And it's as somebody has said, only brave or only courageous can forgive. But it's so true. Only brave or who are strong at heart can forgive. So that's it. That's a small message I would like to give all the husbands out there, and all the married couples out there. Two things: be a good spiritual leader, and as often as possible say sorry, forgive. Thank you. This is Shibu, and I think this is one of my first audio cast in this year of faith. Maybe I'll do a series of these thoughts more in this year of faith. Maybe as as a year of faith gift, which we Jesus youth are supposed to do. Thank you. Have a good night.